round trip from my truck to the deer stand, it's about 3/4 of a mile. Twice a day, mile and a half. 10 days in a row, 15 miles. No wonder I'm so tired at the end of deer season. Well guys, I guess it's time to review the 2016 rifle deer season. The weather did not cooperate with us one bit, but we actually probably did pretty good considering the circumstances. Bob did not hunt during the rifle season. It was myself, my son-in-law Mitch, and his friend Matthew, so there were the three of us. The rut hit full blast right during that week, but we had temperatures 20 degrees above normal. We were in the low 70s most of the week hunting shirt sleeves, and the bucks just locked down with those does. They stayed somewhere, and the only time they came out was at night. Of the three of us, my son-in-law and Matthew each took a buck, so we ended up with 2 out of 3. A lot of hunting groups I heard got nothing, or 1 or 2. So surprisingly, we did a little better, and I think we're probably happy with that. We started out, between us and the neighbors, we kind of compare notes of what we're finding out there. We felt we had 6 bucks that we considered something we would shoot. We had a big 5x6 in the area, a nice 5x5, a couple 5x4s, and then we had 2 that we really weren't sure what they were, but they had real wide racks, and then we knew they were decent size. We had some 4x4s in the area that were kind of nice, and nice long tines. I'll show you some video of those a little bit later. Those we wanted to let go. We felt 2 or 3 years they would really be some nice deer, so we wouldn't have let those go. Let's start out with my son-in-law Mitch. We had, as I said, we had 2 5x4s. One of them we thought if the point was at least an inch long, he'd make 5x5. We weren't really sure as of yet, but we had some pictures of him, had some video of him, and let's see, I believe it was on Wednesday. It was the 5th day of the season. He stepped out in front of Mitch at about 20 yards, and he said, "I can't turn that one down." That was a nice deer. So he took him. We got that one, and he turned out to be, as we thought, a real nice buck. The point was over an inch, so I guess technically our 5x4 turned into a 5x5. Got himself a nice deer there. Now, in Matthew's case, he was hunted the first 4 or 5 days, had to leave for a day or 2, and then came back. Again, we had the 2 bucks with the real wide racks. We weren't too sure about them, how many points they had or whatever. Actually, there was at one point in time we thought it was the same deer. We had a couple pictures, we thought this was all the same deer. Then we got to look at it a little bit closer and realized, no, we've got 2 different bucks. They both got the wide rack on them. We're just not sure what they had. Let's see, next to the last day of the season, it was on a Saturday, and Matthew and Mitch were both hunting in the same area, and they said all of a sudden there was a fight started up back in the bush somewhere, and 2 of them just went at it for quite a while. When they got done, all of a sudden this one stepped out. So Matthew figured take him while he got him. So he ended up with a nice, turned out to be a 5x5, nice wide rack. And all in all, I think both deer they got were pretty good. So you can always be happy with that. So where do we stand for the rest of the season? Well, what we're going to do, what Bob and I are going to do, we sat down and talked this morning. Actually, we went down to the river real quick, checked out a couple other areas where we wanted to set a stand in. We had one stand, we want to set another one in for our pop-up quick. For us, December 1st starts black powder. We will run black powder season for the entire month of December. And then for the first 2 weeks of January, we still have an antlerless where we can come back with high-powered rifles or whatever you want at that point in time. So right now, that's the way he and I are planning it. We'll probably try to hit it pretty good in black powder. We figure the nice bucks that are out there, we still got 4 of them left we can go after. So, but we also need to get some does shot here along the way too. So this will give you a start. I've got a little bit of video here of some of the stuff I saw and seen and went through for the days I was out there. We'll throw that in at the end, and hopefully we'll have something more for you a little bit later.